What's up, guys? It's Michael here. How you guys doing? I'm here with the dog, Newt. Hey, let's go this way. All right. Say hi. Okay, that's his. I was just recording and I did like 5 minutes, and then I meant to flip the camera to the front side and I accidentally hit stop, so I just did that for nothing. So anyways, this is my second take, which is sometimes it's a lot better. Sometimes it's a lot better because you kind of already got all the stupid stuff out of the way. And so hopefully you guys are doing well. I wish you love and peace, gratitude, grace. So I figured today I'm gonna try to start getting some routines down with the videos, because it's gonna help me get through this recovery of mine, the healing and all that. And so today I was thinking that maybe I'll do like a topic for each video, kind of, and then just kind of go around the topic throughout the video. So today I was thinking assumptions. So that's one that is really good, and people need to like think about. People need to think about assuming and how much they're doing it, and if it's bad or good for them and or other people. So we do assume a lot about other people, don't we? And nowadays, in this this day and age, it's easy because we're being told what to assume. We're being told lies that are being purveyed as truth, especially in the mainstream media. But people are waking up. So the thing is, like, how many people do you like not hate but strongly dislike because you assume something about them that you don't actually even know, but you assume, and so therefore you just really can't stand that person, like they're your enemy because of your assumption. That happens. I think all of us have that. We assume one thing and it's actually not true, and we really misunderstand each other a lot. So fast forward to the middle of the video, if you want to get to the meat of the message, because it's usually better once I get into the groove of things, and once I get in the zone, kind of. So, and if you do want to just stick around, then that would be awesome too. But go ahead and hit the thumbs if you can. I would really appreciate that, because they don't really push my video out. But if you hit the thumbs, the algorithm catches it, and it'll push it to more people. And I really strongly believe more people need to hear my message. And this isn't coming from an ego type of place. This is coming from like a love place, like where I want to share the peace that I get from knowing these little things that I know. I've been through a lot, like as far as spirituality and self-discovery, the last like 5-6 years. And so I've learned a lot. In the last few years, I haven't even really shared much. I've just been soaking in, good information that I can use for daily life, practically and spiritually, mentally, physically, all that stuff. Now, what do you smell? He smells something. So, anyways, I just have a lot to talk about, and just randomly. But the first thing I do want to say is, like, when we assume things about other people, and we all do it, we assume. Let me see. What do we assume? But we assume that, like, oh, because your neighbor's black, they must be strongly into Black Lives Matter, and I don't know, they might be kind of misled or something like that. But you don't even know. Hey, no, what the hell are you doing going down there? Come on, get up here. Come on. He's trying to drag me into the abyss. If we assume someone's okay, so you find out someone's gay, you assume like they're really into this whole LGBTQ movement, and they would scream at you if you said anything against it. And we assume things like that, but we need to get to know each other more before we do. We need to ask questions. You know, there's like, you could be living with someone for years and just kind of not really get to know them because of your assumptions. You assume, who knows? You assume that they won't like what you have to say. Get up here, Newt. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I'll get more into it. I want to keep things a little lighter at first. So, as far as me not drinking, is this my fourth? I've completed 3 days of not drinking. Let me just. So, it's a blessing. My legs getting hurt was a blessing in disguise, and I'm feeling a lot better, more sharp, more energetic. Now I still do have marijuana to help me out, and like edibles at night, so I can like sleep better. And I also do have the shrooms. You guys, I just found out like a few weeks ago that mushrooms are legal where I live. So I just found out at the local pot shop that they sell mushrooms. So I grabbed some shrooms, and then I capped them. I ground them up, and I put them in capsules so I can microdose. And I tried it for a few days, and it was like, I don't know. I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would. First day was insane. It was cool. The hike I went on was really cool. So, but I can't even imagine if I had tried to film a video. I couldn't have done that. It would have been just sloppy and weird and messy. I would have been scatterbrained and stuff, trying to explain everything that I was like seeing. But yeah, so I haven't taken it for like 4 or 5, 6 days, but I did take a little more than a microdose, and I'm sure that probably helped me a little bit. Although I didn't take enough to have like the really good insights that you have on a full mushroom trip. I'm thinking about it, but as of now, I'm gonna probably leave the mushrooms alone, because now that I'm not drinking anymore, I feel like working a lot more, making more money. I need to make that money. And so I've been driving around doing Uber a lot. Like yesterday, I was out like almost all day driving, and it feels good. It feels really good. I mean, I'm stoked, guys, and if you can send me some prayers and good wishes, and yeah, I mean, that's all I need. I need to know that. Well, I don't need to know anything. I don't know what I was going to say. I would like some prayers. If you have that kind of power and you know it, to help people with it through prayer. Damn, I mean, I could really use some right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm kind of in a tough place right now, but not really. I'm in a good place. I'm in a place of change, which is really, it's been needed for the last few years, you know, and we all are going through this kind of thing. Maybe not as extreme, or maybe a little more extreme, but we're all going through a lot of change right now, guys. We really are. And we could really help each other out by being there for each other, you know. And so I have like a little group of friends that they've been really helping me a lot. Shout out to you guys, and you guys know who you are. You've been really helping so much, and I don't even know if I would be sober right now if it wasn't for that little group. Seriously. Because like, yeah, they've been just encouraging me and helping me, giving me good tips on how to deal with like trying to quit alcohol. which is like, I know I've already quit before, and when I did, I had 3.5 years of sobriety, and those were the best years of my life. And so I know how to quit. I just need the motivation to do it. And basically, like, I feel like God gave me a sign. No, not a sign. He literally physically put me in pain, so that I would quit. Because like the last week or so when I was drinking, my leg pain got progressively worse. And then I realized it didn't start until I would drink. I would start drinking at night, usually around like 3 o'clock or so, 3 or 5. And so that pain got worse every time I started drinking. And it got worse and worse. And then I couldn't sleep for the last like 4 days when I was still drinking. Yep, and that's what it was. Because that last day, I was in excruciating pain. And it didn't really hurt as much until I started drinking. And then usually it's like, okay, well, have a few more glasses of wine, all the pain will go away. That's usually what happens. Alcohol is a natural like painkiller, and it makes you numb, and it warms you up so you can be outside in the freezing cold. And if you're drunk enough on liquor or whatever, you don't need a sweater, even though you do, but your body's telling you you're warm when you're really not. Like, your body's cold, but your brain is telling you that you're warm. Anyways, yeah, it's a natural pain reliever. This time, that last day that I drank, I said, nah, dude, I can't do it anymore. I can't. Like, I cannot do it. So, and it was kind of a relief, although I was worried. I'm still a little worried because my body's kind of feeling funky. But I do believe that a lot of us are going through aches and pains right now because they're like growing pains. And I feel like the universe, like the solar flares, are activating our DNA and upgrading us. I truly believe it. I really do. And so the last month or so has been really intense. I don't know if you guys have been through any amount of change, like big amount. Hold on. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Because I've been through an immense amount of change, like, and it almost all at once, all happened in like 1 month. I need to like trim that. Anyways, yeah. So I said, nope, I'm not drinking anymore. Like, and that's what I've been wanting to do, is stop drinking. And like, I mean, I'm still worried about my, I was thinking maybe I have cirrhosis or something, and edema, I think it's called, or edema, when your legs swell and they hurt. That comes along with cirrhosis. But I don't think I do. I was getting bruised very easily, too. Just little scratches would turn into big bruises. That's another characteristic of cirrhosis. But I think it was more just like I needed to stop drinking, because it was inflaming all my organs and my whole body, just really messing me up, messing up my rhythm. I couldn't sleep at all. I really couldn't sleep for like the last few years. So I'm looking forward to good sleep again. I've already been sleeping better, a little better, but not as much as I would like. So I'm going to be able to sleep. I just need to work throughout the day and take hikes and stuff, and then get back into the normal rhythm of things. And I'm gonna be good. I'm stoked. I'm stoked, and I'm glad it's cold. It's cool out right now, because in the summer it's gonna be harder to make videos like this, or even just go on hikes, alone, or just go on hikes, because it's gonna be so hot. Tell you what, I need to get back in shape. I'm looking forward to that. I will get a gym membership again. You guys, gym memberships are so cheap compared to the benefits that you get from them if you use it. I mean, even if like someone was homeless, they could spare like $35 a month, maybe 40, I don't know. It's like they probably raise prices. Then they have a place to shower, clean up, and they can work out. They can sit in the sauna, they can swim. If you're homeless, you could do that. And besides that, you can really change your life around just by making a commitment. Look, it's really difficult at first to get back into working out. It really is, or to get into it in the first place. But once you're in a good place in life and you're looking forward to the future and you're excited about your future, you're gonna want to take care of your body more. That's just how it naturally goes. Especially if you're able to quit drinking or quit smoking weed or whatever you need to do, and something you've been trying to do or want to do for a long time. Going to the gym is really beneficial. I'm telling you, it sucks at first, it hurts, but it really doesn't take too long to get into the groove of things, and then you almost like you start to look forward to it, and then you start to realize, like, wow, you sleep a lot better at night, right? Your anxiety is diminished because you're letting go of all that stress, all that cortisol. Depression goes away for the most part because you have something to take your mind off of life, and you have something to look forward to. It is a natural antidepressant, especially when you really work your muscles. Cardio is so important. That's why I'm really happy that I've been starting to do cardio again, starting to go on hikes more, and it's kind of kickstarting my new life. You guys, I'm entering a new life for Michael. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm excited. I will get that gym membership. Like I said, though, it's going to take a little while. I have a lot of things to do this next month or two. So see, here are all the a lot of people, and I still haven't gone up that way, but I'm waiting for the creek to kind of dry up a little so I can do it, so I can step across without getting my shoes wet. So I might have to turn around because there might be like too many people to walk through, because Newt's predictable sometimes. Yeah, see this little beard, this little alfalfa cowlick on my beard is like kind of annoying. Do you think just dive through this? There is a path there. I don't think so. Probably not a good idea. Nope. I'm gonna get yellow. It'll turn me Chinese. Sorry, I didn't know if I should say that, but fuck it. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just joking. Okay, so anyways, honestly, I love Asian chicks, I'll tell you that. Asian chicks are hot. So, yeah, there's a lot of people here. And I love Asian food, like pretty much all of it. Okay, a lot of dogs. I might have to turn around. Let's go this way. So anyways, yeah, let's see. Now let's kind of get into assumptions. Assumptions are terrible. I mean, assuming things, sometimes you're in a life or death situation. Hold on, buddy. You know what? Let's turn around, actually. Let's turn around. Come on, bud. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. Newt, stop it. See, he gets a little aggressive sometimes, but... Okay. Come on. Stop it. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Newt, calm down. There's just too many people. He gets excited around people. Hey! See, that's why I just can't have him around people. He gets too excited. Right. He's a handful, I'll tell you what. He is a handful. Come on, Newt. Let's go. Come on. He doesn't mean to. He's not trying inappropriate or anything. He just, that's just what he does. That's his breed kind of does that. Let's go this way. He'll just like lunge at people, and he lunges at you like it looks like he's gonna bite your nose off, but he's just kind of like playing. Ugh. Anyways, come on, Newt. So we're gonna have to make this video short. Come on, Newt. So assumptions. See, like, that's a good example. Most people do assume, because of this breed's like semi-aggressiveness, they assume he's like evil, you know. They think bulldogs are evil, like vicious killers, and like some of them are. And you know, sometimes they can act like that, and it does look like that. But he's actually a really sweet boy. He just wants to play, and so people assume he's dangerous, which, you know, he's never really done anything too dangerous. But they assume he's like evil, you know, like these dogs are terrible dogs, you know. But they're not, you know. They're just dogs. They're a little different. Well, I mean, dude, they were bred for doing like farm work and stuff. Like the American Bulldog, this breed was bred for farm work. You know, so they like to work. They like to be active. They like to work for like their food. They like to have tasks that they do. And they're herding dogs too. They like to pull like wagons and stuff. So watch, he'll just pull. So watch, he'll just naturally pull, and he likes it. He's not allowed to pull too much, but if it's just a little bit, I'm fine with that, because that's what his breed does. All right, let's go. Come on, let's go. See, he'll start pulling. Anyways, this is probably a bad video, but it's okay. It's no big deal. I think the main goal is just to put up a video where I can. That's the main goal. That's gonna help me through my healing. That's gonna help other people who need to just hear a friendly voice who cares about them, you know, and doesn't judge. I don't assume anything about you guys. I don't assume anything about you guys. I assume, if you're listening though, I do assume, and I don't know if it's true, but I do assume that if you're listening to my video or watching, you agree with me in my message, and you have a special spot for me in your heart. I'm assuming, because why would you watch it otherwise? Unless you're some like crazy 3-letter agent who's studying me and writing down notes and you hate me, but it's your job because I'm your task, I'm your assignment. Woo, that's a little too far, I think. I don't think Michael is nefarious enough for to be assigned a 3-letter agent. Anyways, I'm assuming, which I shouldn't, but I'm assuming you guys like my stuff. I mean, that's kind of a logical assumption. So with my friend who passed away, I was assuming he was all right. Like, he wasn't too bad, you know? Because I guess I could have asked him a lot more. I could have checked on him more. But I assumed he was okay because he kind of said he was all right, and he didn't really, I don't know. But I assumed. Sometimes you can't find something, like, I don't know. You can't find something like your favorite steak knife, or I don't know, whatever, your favorite pen, whatever. And you kind of wonder if someone took it, you know? And then after a while, you kind of just assume. But if you fester in these assumptions and you don't really just ask someone, if you assume something about someone, like they stole from you, and you don't even ask them or do any research, but you assume, and then you spread rumors that they're a thief and stuff, that's a terrible thing to do. But it happens all the time. And so you hear this rumor, and then you hear this rumor about someone, this person you know, and you assume that it's true just because everyone's saying it, because the rumor's being spread around. Okay, is it true? It's not true. It was made up. It was assumed. And now it could have destroyed this whole person's life because of their reputation that's fake, because of some assumption that people heard, and now they believe it, that this guy's a thief. Oh, because why? He stole my pen. Or he might have, but I'm going to portray it like he did because I really have a strong belief that he did. And then guess what? That person will, this person who spread the rumor will find the pen in their freaking car, under their car seat or something. And then they'll feel like an idiot. But then now what can they do? They can't really go around and say, oh, no, he didn't do it. You know, it was me. I lost it and then I found it. But then I spread all these rumors about someone. They were false, you know. And now that person's life is ruined and they have a really bad reputation. And I can't say anything, though, because then my reputation will be worse, you know. So that's kind of what happens a lot. People assume too much, you know, and don't believe all the rumors. And so that also applies to the right-left paradigm that we're living in right now, unfortunately. We all assume that what the echo chamber is telling us is true, right? So with the whole QAnon stuff, and then also on the right with like all the on the left with all the mainstream media and all that, everyone assumes, not everyone, but a lot of people assume it's true because we're just supposed to believe the news. That's just how it's been. You know, why change that? Well, why change that? Because they're lying to you and you're believing all the lies. That's why we should change it. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. You know, these lies come from a fear state. They don't come from love. There's no love in these lies. There's only greed and fear. I mean, people will lie even though it's not true because they fear losing their job or being ridiculed or losing their good reputation amongst their peers. That's why, you know, don't assume. You need to not assume. Okay, I heard someone up here. See, he gets a little, see, he starts pulling and everything. Hey there.
We're not lost.
No, you're good.
Are we far from the entrance?
No, it's not too far.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just,
We crossed and we came back. And
Yeah, we were
there's so many shrubs. It's easy
Yeah.
to get lost nowadays. So, that's the main thing, that people assume that the mainstream media is telling them the truth. Or at least if you're like a little smarter than the majority of mainstream media believers, at least you think, you know, some of it's true. And it is. Some of it is true. But no, they distort the real information to fit their needs, to fit the agenda. Okay, can I get down this way? No, because we have to cross the river. We have to go back this way. All right. So, you know, like there's other examples I'll get into. Okay, here's another one with crypto, specifically in the crypto like Twitter space on YouTube. Oh, you assume just because this big influencer like is talking about this coin, you assume it's not a shit coin. You know, because they're really making it look pretty. You know, they're really wrapping it up in a good package, like good wrapping, and they're selling it to you. So a lot of people, especially newbies, they assume the price is going to go up, and it probably does. Like if a big influencer starts talking about a low cap token, the price is going to shoot up right away. And so you're gonna assume that it's gonna keep going up. And then what happens? It dumps. You know, and that the team dumps on you over and over until you've lost all the money that you put in. And why? Why did you buy it? Because you assumed, because that big influencer was pushing it, that it was okay, and you didn't have to do research because you assumed. You didn't really need to, because that big influencer had your back already and did all the hard research that you should be doing when you buy a token or coin. And You assumed the price would go up, and you assumed you would get rich because you're, sharing this token with this big community, and assumptions are dangerous because guess what? You lost everything. You got rugged. And I'm not going to talk about any specific mainstream YouTuber, but I'm sure there's a few that come to mind. If you're into crypto YouTube at all, so, which is where the mainstream is getting most of their information, on crypto. Not Twitter, but mostly on YouTube. So yeah, you can find these little niche channels with like a lot of, like, not too many subscribers that have a lot of good information, and like a lot of their calls are really good. But you need to not assume that it's going to go up just because they mention it. You need to go and look and research. You got to do your own research, and that applies to anything too. Everything else in life, not just crypto. You think someone stole your pen? You better do some research. Go ask them. Just ask them first. If you don't even ask, that's and you spread this big rumor and you destroy this person's life, your life literally destroys. Your life literally deserves to be destroyed. If you didn't even ask the person that you're blaming, it's like slander, Slander. People assume too much, man. You assume too much about your brothers and sisters and neighbors, and it's dividing the whole world apart. And it's really sad. People assume anyone who supports Donald Trump is a crazy right-wing extremist, MAGA, hillbilly hick with guns. Like, dude, a lot of like Trump supporters are normal, like really normal people. Like literally, really, like, just, you would never even, because you wouldn't think about the stereotype. If you knew this person and you found out they were a Trump supporter, you'd be like, oh, wow, interesting. I never really thought about them being a Trump supporter. But why you don't, like, that's the thing. I don't look at Trump supporters or Biden supporters differently. A lot of them have different circumstances. You need to not assume that they're extreme or they hate you because you're on the opposite side. And we do assume, and yes, some people do hate you, but a majority of the people are just like you. I mean, we don't even need to be split up, to get together and unite. I mean, all we need to do is really just kind of not assume so much about other people. We assume, we assume things about people in other countries like China and Russia. We assume they hate us, and they might do. Some of them do, and I'm sure the government is pushing that propaganda about us, the U.S. at least. I'm in the U.S., so let's see. Should we go that way or that way? Let's go this way. You know what? Okay, let's go this way. Now, with our crazy conspiracy theories, a lot of them are right, and a lot of them that are being pushed or mainstream, kind of, a lot of them do have truth to them, but a lot of them too are like psyops, and then you really get too into it, and you assume it's true because so many people are talking about it, and they're spreading articles and links and stuff like that. And a lot of time, you need to do more research on it, because if you assume something's true and it's not, you're living a lie. You're believing a lie. Whoa! Nope. Not that way. Maybe this way. And that's something like, I've been struggling with when, I used to be big into conspiracy theories. And I hope you guys know the difference between a conspiracy theory and a conspiracy. Like, a conspiracy is an actual plot between multiple people to take out a counterparty. I like that rope. I don't know what I would need it for, but that's a good one. That's a good, what is that, nylon? That's a good rope. Anyways, I don't know what it's doing out here, but I can't even see myself needing it for anything, but so I'll just leave it there. Maybe someone else will need it. With the conspiracy theories and all that, a lot of people just assume it's true because someone else thinks it's true and someone else thinks it's true, and and it turns into an echo chamber, and then people get addicted to putting out videos or threads on Twitter detailing what their vision is of this conspiracy theory, or like what they think about it. And then they start doing it more and more, and then other influencers pick up the story. That was spiky. Ouch. Spiky. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm going on a rant. And what I was saying was, with the conspiracy, it's like a group of people conspiring to take out another party, like someone else, like their enemy, basically. A conspiracy theory is basically a group of people who think they have a theory about a conspiracy that may or may not have happened. So when you say conspiracy theory, I think it was the CIA, they coined that term, and of course people use it now. I think people are waking up though to the fact that they're definitely, like 100%, are conspiracies, and they people act on those conspiracies. People, actually do conspire to take out other parties in any situation, and we see it all over the place now, and it's getting more and more apparent, so it's easier to believe conspiracy theories, but we do need to discern. Some of them are probably psyops. Now my guess, if there were psyops, I think one of them would probably be flat earth, because that one just drives people crazy. But like, how important is it compared to the other ones? I don't know. I don't really believe the flat earth thing, because people are like, they're only going on like one thing. Like the world's not curved, and they have all these theories, and it's like, yeah, but just give me some like solid proof, and it might not be. I mean, I honestly think I have a theory that we're living in a simulation. Like, this is kind of like a grown-up video game, very mature, sophisticated, complex video game, and we wouldn't want to call it a video game though. It's just called life, or it's just called a simulation. And I think a large part of the simulation, I always used to call it a learning journey. That's what life is, a learning journey. But life really is a quest to figure out like who you really are. And once you figure that out, I think we graduate from the simulation, And what people are figuring out more and more nowadays is that we manifest our own reality. We can really like speak something into existence. We really can. And that's what we're doing. And I'm figuring that out too. I believe this next part of my life is going to be the happiest and the most fun that I've ever had, ever. And I'm excited about it. But I have a lot of work to do in manifesting that fun, happy future for myself. I have a lot of work to do, but I know I can do it. And that's the number one key, is knowing that you can actually do it. You can change things. You can make things to your liking. You can change your situation. A lot of people feel stuck, and I wonder why. Well, because we've been stuck inside for the last 3 years, we've been stuck inside. We've been wearing masks. We've been like subtly and slowly, well, not slowly, but separated from each other. And we think that we have to follow these rules. Like, mandating a mask isn't even a law. Like, that, you can't even, it's not even lawful. Mandating a vaccine isn't even lawful. Like, they're probably going to try to do it, but as long as people stand up and say, what the hell are we doing here? This isn't the place like this isn't why I came to Earth. This isn't why I'm in the simulation, to just be in fear all the time. Because the moment you actually do try to fly and lose all your, just give up all your fears of everything, death and anything, that's when you actually start to fly, you know? And I do believe we can actually fly, but we're so stuck in this 3D, like, low vibration place, like, we don't think it's possible. But someday, I'm gonna freaking fly, and it's gonna be very fast and instantaneous, like warp speed. I had a dream about that, and it was one of the, like, probably the funnest dream I've ever had. I could just fly from city to city in like a few seconds, a few minutes. Well, in dream time, I don't know, like, time doesn't really make sense in dreams. So I don't know, I think it was like, only took me like 15 minutes to fly from like Pasadena all the way to Rancho Cucamonga. And then I met my grandma at a baseball game. I flew over there. It was like a big group. I don't know. We were in a big park over here in Pasadena. It was a big celebration. I think some of my family was there. There was a lot of people there. It was just a big celebration. A lot of people like playing soccer and then just all sorts of games and stuff in a big field. And then I flew. And I tried, and then I was scared at first. I remember I was scared the first few times. Oh my gosh, man. And I believe this is real, man. This is real. I was scared, but as soon as I like, dang, man, those I've had a few of those dreams actually. Now I'm remembering. As soon as I let go of the fear, that's when I was able to just do anything up in the air. I could fly any direction, you know, kind of like a bird, you know, kind of like Peter Pan, you know. It sounds crazy, but it's true, man. I'm telling you. It's true. I aspire to be able to fly again. I want to fly. That's what I want. Okay, so we can go this way. Yeah, let's try this route out. Let's try this route out. Let's go. Let's go, LFG, baby. Hit the thumbs, baby. Come on. Hit those thumbs ups. Support your guy, Mike. Come on. I'm doing something good here. I'm not afraid to share my feelings. I'm not like your average YouTube channel. I just say what I think. And it's not like produced. It's not edited. I mean, I want to eventually go into like making really good videos, but not at this moment. I like being raw and uncut and just fresh, you know, like that's fresh nowadays, man. People don't see that anymore. YouTube is like, it's all overly produced, and like half the time the thumbnail doesn't relate to the video at all. The title is completely misleading. I mean, people do it more and more because I guess it's more acceptable now, because people understand that's the only way to get most views, which is evil. YouTube is like run by Google, which is, oh, they say don't be evil. Well, guess what? We live in opposite world nowadays. Everything's upside down, everything's inside out. And Google is definitely evil. So like everything's backwards. So when they said don't be evil, what they really meant was be evil. Like, hey, it's okay, we're giving you the clearance to go ahead and be evil. Like, don't you understand that's where the world is right now? People are okay with being evil to get their gain, because the corporations, the politicians, the government, they all encourage it because they're showing you as a living example of how much money you can make by being evil and deceiving people. And it's really sick and sad, but people are waking up. Hooray! People are waking up. Hallelujah! People are waking up. Hoorah! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Just keep waking up, and you'll wake up to the point where you get to fly. You can fly anywhere you want. You'll be flying sky high with your guy Mike. I'll even be riding a bike up there. Yeah, I'll be flying and riding a bike in the air. It'll be cool. I'll look like a fool. And I'll probably forget my bike tool. I don't know. Anyways, I'm stupid. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the first half of my video is always kind of stupid, and like, but then I get into it, and then I start like actually giving some good, like entertaining, educational content. Let's go this way. Come on. Come on. Let's go a little faster. You know, I can wait for them to pass, actually. I'll wait for them to pass. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Over here, Newt. Come on. He gets so excited. But don't you want to fly? Seriously. Those dreams are like the funnest dreams I've ever had. Where I could just think about it. All I had to do is, and that's another theory though. That's another theory, is that aliens and spacecraft, all they have to do is, they don't need energy or power in their spacecraft. All they have to do is get into it and use their mind to direct it to go wherever they want it to go. Because they're so powerful, they're so in tune with their powerful selves, you know, and their capabilities, that, and they're far advanced, you know, that telepathy, like telecommunication, like, I don't know what that would be called. Transmogrified? I don't know. Like transporting, but something else. Transvestites. I'm just joking. Transvestites are really flying high right now. But the thing is, okay, look. With this huge push for like sexual, just mischief, like not just mischief, but like deviancy, like it's being pushed so hard right now. It's gonna backlash, and I really hope members of LGBTQ, and I hope members of them, I hope Black Lives Matter people, I hope they understand that they're pushing so far that everything's gonna have to balance out, and people aren't gonna have sympathy for them anymore. So like right now, yeah, you're shining. You're in the spotlight, that's for sure. And I'm glad if you're a good person, and you know, if this has been helping you a lot through expressing yourself or just feeling better about yourself, then I'm really happy about that. I get that. I'm totally for it. But I just want you to know, this whole movement it's fake. It's being pushed by the government and corporations, the establishment. So once they use you to get what they want, and they've been using you a lot to get what they want. What they want is conflict. They want people to, Hegelian dialectic. Like, they have a solution and they need to create a problem so they can get a reaction. And that's what they're doing. They're creating a ton of problems right now, creating a lot of division. And they want us all fighting, and it's going to get worse and worse. We're all going to be fighting so much. Things are going to get really bad financially for most people, that we're going to beg for a solution, and the government will be there to give it to us. And they already have it. Like, the fourth industrial revolution is already laid out on the World Economic Forum's website. So this is their plan. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it doesn't. I think we're starting to wake up enough that we do have a chance to topple these tyrannical people who want complete control. And there's like just a small group of them, like maybe like 100,000 people in the whole world who will be part of that in the end, if it works. They will just discard you, trust me. And then there's going to be backlash, and that's already starting. And it's fine, you know, at least the people that have been hurting lately, at least they're Christian, and they're pretty good people for the most part. Not everyone, but at least, you know, people who've been hunted down the last few years, like Republicans, at least most of them are Christian. So they're probably not going to try to hurt people, but they will get very, very angry, and they're already very angry. Look at the mothers. The mothers are starting to get pissed. And their husbands, they're not happy with it, because happy wife, happy life, right? Well, if their wife's not happy, the husbands are not going to be happy either. So everyone's pretty much getting pissed off. And they're not getting pissed off at trans people. I mean, some people are, but that's not the point. The point is, don't get pissed off at trans people. Get pissed off at the people who are pushing this so hard that they're making people get pissed off, because they're trying to do it on purpose to get their solution out there. They need the reaction before they can get the solution out there. Otherwise, people will overcome the establishment. They will topple. It'll crumble, and it already is starting to crumble. And I think we're on a good path. Next few years is going to be a lot of balance, a lot of balancing out. A lot of protests. I bet we're going to see protests in the next 2 years, about a lot of stuff. So, and we're going to see probably more division, So it's going to be wild, and I'm looking forward to it, only because I'm looking forward to my new life, and I think it's going to be pretty nice. It's going to be pretty good. Oh, good. I only have like 8 more minutes, and then hey guys, and then I'll go to work. So, yeah, I'm telling you though, like, and see, when I walk around too, I don't know, I get talkative. So it's perfect. But I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a lot of reactions pretty soon, and it's going to get worse, because they're going to cause more problems to get more of a volatile reaction from us. So just be prepared for that. There's going to be more reaction, probably more problems. Hopefully not too many more problems, but you never know what they're going to pull out of their sleeves, right? You have no idea how many things the establishment could do to make us really pissed off and depressed, and like they're going to try to kill us off. And not like kill us off literally, but there's something big planned, I bet. There's something big. But they might need to cool off before, because we're just getting over COVID, and I don't know. They're doing it very, very smart. They're being smart about it, because I think they're pushing all this agenda stuff like up the wazoo, hardcore right now, because they're trying to get that reaction. Because anyone who's sensible can see what happens, see what's going on, And with the ESG thing, I think that's probably a part of why a lot of these corporations are trying to get their environmental, social governance score up, so that they can have priority when it comes to like being taken care of, having that good score, and not going out of business. And I think ESG's under attack too. People are starting to wake up to that shit. Larry fucking Fink or whatever, guy who owns CEO of BlackRock. BlackRock owns everything. Yeah. So, anyways, kind of cool that the XRP community was like totally told me all about this before it happened. Kind of about BlackRock, and this is all really about like finance, dude. All this shit that's going on, it's about creating a new system, but it's about money and power, and I strongly believe there's gonna be like a really real World War III scare pretty soon, because of China wanting to take the role of having the world reserve currency. Hey guys. That's what I think. So that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what happens every time there's like two superpowers who fight over money. There's a big war. So that's happened like the last 400 years. It's called the fourth turning. The fourth season, which is where we're in right now, is the crisis crisis mode. And it lasts like about 20 years or so. And we've been in it for like about 20 years or so. So we, at the most, I think we only have like, well, we only have a decade left of this. And then we'll get into, everything will be brand new again in like 30, 40 years. So, I don't know. This is just what I think. Oh, I don't think we should go on much longer, Newt, because there's too much brush over here, and that's where snakes are. Yeah, no, I've seen snakes over in this area. I don't want it. I don't want to go there. So, anyways, guys, I know I've been all over the place. I mean, I guess my main assumption, my main message is assumptions, and don't assume, and do your own research, especially when it comes to other people. You can assume things, but don't believe that assumption 100%, okay? You can assume things, but don't spit it out like it's truth. Because it's not. If it's just an assumption, it's not the truth. Remember that. Because you can hurt yourself a lot. You can hurt your own reputation by telling things you believe to be true, but they're not. And so eventually people start to realize all the stuff you're spitting out is bullshit. But it's because you believe your assumption. You need to do your own damn research before you spit shit out. Or at least preface it by saying, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but blah, 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 blah. That's what I try to do. Also, try to keep out negative words from your vocabulary. That's a big deal for growing. If you want to change anything in your life, you need to start being more positive. Oh, look at these flowers. This is part of the trail. We need to go back. Nah, I'm not going that way. All right, guys. It's almost an hour. I think my message has been made, and it's been sent with good energy, gratitude, positivity, and love. So, I do love you guys. I wish you all peace and happiness and wealth. So, you guys have a wonderful, and I'll see you next time. Crypto Mike out. Peace.